To James André, who's in Kyiv. He heard that explosion. James, hoping the sound quality works a little better this time round. James, what more do we know at this point about the attack overnight?
Well, we actually had this attack take place. It was a little before 8 p.m. yesterday. We were working and there were a string of very strong explosions here in central Kyiv, as well as automatic gunfire. And we later learned that indeed a missile, this is what had been reported, had hit a shopping center in the Podil district, destroying the building, 1,500 square meters, starting a large fire and destroying cars around the building that are on the parking lot. We were also told that the fire brigade was on location fighting that fire, and it was only contained at 2 a.m. So that gives you an idea of the damage over there. Indeed, reports of deaths and injuries. So a really very important attack last night in central Kyiv, and this morning we heard some more shelling in the distance with indeed sirens blaring in other neighborhoods of Kyiv. So a lot of pressure here on the people of Kyiv, who tend to wake up every morning with a new destroyed building somewhere in the capital.
And of course, Russian troops, James, are still trying to encircle the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv. What is the atmosphere like on the streets of the city where you are today?
Well, the streets are eerily calm. There is a little bit more traffic today than there was over the weekend. We do see people walking around. Things are, as I say, very calm. Shops are closed. There's silence when there are no cars driving past. It's a bit like a ghost town. But the people we have been speaking to, those who have decided to stay, have kind of shifted their mood. We do see people out and about, more people telling us as well that they've chosen to stay, and that now they're starting to want to keep busy in order not to just sit and be afraid. So we see a lot of people taking initiatives to try and help out, to try and make a difference in this war against the Russian invasion, with all sorts of initiatives that range from, an entrepreneur decided to try and make homemade bulletproof vests. Also, supermarket personnel telling us that for them it's now their mission to feed Kyiv. So I'd say a lot of motivation, and also we went to meet some of the volunteers gearing up to fight on the front lines in the Territorial Defense Brigade. These are people who are former lawyers, former drivers, former, different walks of life, who are now picking up Kalashnikovs, getting basic training and getting ready to defend their city. Also in Kyiv, what we see are a lot of fortifications being built. This is continuing. Every time we take a road in and out of the capital, we realize there are new barricades, new walls that have been built with breeze blocks. So very much a city entrenching itself and bracing for the worst.
James André in Kyiv, thank you very much.